Most people think they're stuck because they're lazy, that they lack discipline, that they don't want it badly enough. But that's not what's happening. You're not stuck because you're lazy. You're stuck because your life stopped asking anything real from you. And when nothing demands something from you, your system slowly shuts down. Not dramatically, not all at once, quietly. You wake up tired, even though you didn't do much. Your days feel heavy, even though they look easy from the outside. And you can't explain it, because on paper, your life is fine. Nothing is wrong, but nothing is pulling you forward either. That's the first uncomfortable truth. Stagnation doesn't feel like pain. It feels like dullness. And dullness is dangerous because it doesn't trigger alarms. No breakdown, no crisis, no moment where everything collapses. Life just stays the same. And slowly, that sameness starts draining you. So your brain looks for stimulation, overthinking, distraction, drama, endless scrolling, and you call it stress. But it's not stress. It's underuse. Your system is bored. A mind that isn't challenged will always feel restless. A body that isn't needed will always feel tired. Not because it's weak, but because it's unused. Most people misunderstand this. They think motivation is the problem, so they keep asking, how do I get motivated again? How do I feel inspired? How do I get my drive back? But motivation was never the issue. Motivation is a reaction. It shows up after something matters, not before. Think about the times in your life when you did feel alive. You weren't waiting to feel ready. You were responding to something, a deadline, a responsibility, a consequence, something that forced you to show up. That's the part no one likes to hear. Your mindset doesn't change because you want it to. It changes when staying the same becomes uncomfortable. Comfort is the real trap because comfort looks reasonable. It looks mature. It looks safe. It looks like stability, but comfort asks nothing from you. And a life that asks nothing from you slowly drains you. That's why people feel exhausted even when they're not doing much. That's why people feel anxious even when nothing is technically wrong. Your nervous system isn't overwhelmed, it's under-challenged. And instead of adding challenge, most people do the opposite. They wait. They wait to feel ready. They wait to feel confident. They wait for clarity. They wait for a sign. But clarity doesn't come before action. Clarity comes after. Action organizes chaos. Action gives your mind a direction. Without action, your thoughts scatter. With action, your thoughts align. That's why movement feels grounding, and waiting feels heavy. Waiting protects your identity, because as long as you haven't decided, you haven't failed, and you haven't been exposed. Decision is scary, because decision removes excuses. If you decide and struggle, you can't blame confusion. If you decide and fail, you can't blame timing. And that's why most people stay stuck. Not because they're incapable, but because responsibility changes who you are. Responsibility means you can't hide anymore. It means your life starts reflecting your choices. And that scares people more than failure. So they stay busy instead, consuming content, watching videos like this one, planning, analyzing, but never committing. Here's the hard truth. If your life isn't changing, it's not because you're broken. It's because nothing in your life is demanding change from you. A real reset doesn't start with motivation. It starts with pressure, with exposure, with stakes. If you want your mindset to change, don't ask how to feel motivated. Ask this instead. What responsibility have I been avoiding? What would force me to show up even on days I don't feel like it? What would make staying the same impossible? Because the moment something real depends on you, your energy returns. Your focus sharpens. Your mind organizes itself. Not because life got easier, but because it finally became meaningful again. You don't need a better mindset. You need a life that asks more from you. And the moment you stop waiting is the moment things start to move. Not perfectly, not comfortably, but forward. So if you feel stuck right now, don't ask what's wrong with you. Ask this: what has my life stopped asking from me? That's where the answer is.